Berkshire Hathaway hit $1 trillion market cap this week. Warren owns $277 billion in cash inside of Berkshire Hathaway. And recent sales inside the portfolio really are eye-opening. Adam, what's your take?
Well, listen, he's been pretty outspoken that having a cash hoard at this point and investing it in short-term U.S. Treasury bills, which you're still getting close to 5% on. I don't know. I'd put $280 billion in a 5% T-bill and let it roll. I think I'd be quite content with that. So look, Warren Buffett, I quoted him earlier, be fearful when everyone else is being greedy. It seems on the margin that his greed detector is up. And so he's being conservative, took a look at his portfolio, saw how big a component Apple was and thought, nothing wrong with Apple as a company, but maybe it shouldn't represent 30% of Berkshire's market cap. And he trimmed that. He sold some Bank of America and he's sitting on the cash and waiting. And remember how much money he made for Berkshire in the global financial crisis when he had the capital to bail out Goldman and Bank of America and GE with all these very favorable securities that were designed just for him. So he's in a position where if something happens, he can do that again. He's a smart, opportunistic investor.
Austin, what are your thoughts?
I think it's interesting how emotions play in here. If you recall, in early August, the news was, Buffett sold a bunch of Apple at the same time that the yen carry trade was unwinding and people were losing their minds. And all of a sudden, a headline comes out that Buffett sells nearly $1 billion of Bank of America stock, and there's no additional headline about the carry trade. And people just think it's no big deal. I think in reality, Buffett's looking at the market and saying he sees a slowdown coming. He's reducing his exposure to equities and preparing for an opportunity to buy at lower prices as he's lightening up on many of these companies that he's held for over a decade. And obviously he doesn't need more cash right now, but more cash could be helpful to the extent there's a sell-off in the market.
Just to tie in this idea of what Buffett's might be doing with this Goldman, the Goldman article about, hey, don't forget the sell-off in early August. It feels like the market right now feels like an Australian Olympic breakdancer. Like I can see what it's doing, but I'm like, why is it doing that?